Hey, I'm Melanie Traylor. Got a new kind of video, or new for me kind of video. I'm going to do a video about 4 new to me notions that I've recently found and am loving. So let's do that. Okay, so I've talked about this notion a lot recently since Inner Beauty quilt pattern came out. I bought this and it just made things so much easier. It made my cutting faster. And the number 1 notion that I'm showing you today is the Stripology Ruler. These have been out for years. They're not a new product, but it's new to me. I always kind of wanted it, but I never bought it because the price tag is crazy town. But now I know why. It's a really good ruler. It really does speed the process of cutting up. The people who make them have a whole bunch of video tutorials that if you bought it, I would encourage you to go look at. That being said, I kind of use this in the way that I want to use it, not just the way that they say to use it, if that makes sense. I kind of fitted it for myself. So I don't use it in every way that they do, but I recently made a video tutorial for how I use it in case you were curious about that. I'm very particular with my cutting, so I want everything done in a certain way because I know what makes things easiest for me. So I fitted it for myself. So anyway, I have a video tutorial on that if you're interested, and also I'll link to the manufacturer's video tutorials for this as well. Notion number 2. Moda recently sent me a little sample, a lot smaller than this. I think I got like 10 or 5 to 10 pins of these magic pins. So the magic pins are by Taylor Seville, and anyway, I was using them and I was like, hey, I really need to get some new pins, and these are really great. So I went ahead and bought these for the shop because I really like them, and they're kind of pricey when it comes to buying pins, but I'm wondering if that is because of the quality of them. They're really good pins. They're long, so they're like, let's say 2 1/4 inches, so they're kind of longer than what I was using before them, and they're super sharp. They're easy to grab. And I don't know, I've been using them for about a month now, and I'm finding that I go for them first when I'm pulling pins from the pin cushion. So I just like them better. Cushion, they take up way less space than some of my big decorative ones. I haven't bought pins in a really long time, and so I was like in dire need of new pins. When pins start being hard to press into your fabric, it's time to get new pins, and I was way past that point. So number 2, magic pins. All right, number 3 is the lavender scent of Best Press Starch. This one I just got last week, I think. So I buy it in the gallon size, and I'll show you that too. I buy it in the gallon size, and then I refill this little mister, and this is called a mist. This is my first time I've ever had a mister. Normally I just buy spray bottles, but I like this mister a lot, so I'm kind of giving you 2 in 1 here. I always say when it comes to starch, it doesn't matter what starch you buy. I used to make my own for a really long time, and I actually got tired of doing that. I wanted to have it on hand, but starch is pretty much starch, but this starch has that smell to it. It smells of lavender, and it smells really good, and every time I spray, I'm just lavender. So I really like this scent, and also I like that I can buy Best Press in the gallon size. It's a little bit cheaper for me to buy it once and then keep refilling my bottle, not to mention nature, earth reasons to do so too, using a little bit less plastic, not having to use the aerosol cans, things like that. So number 3 is Best Press lavender. Number 4 is project boxes, and I haven't done a tour of my closet since I've reorganized it, and I need to do a video just about that, but I haven't. I'm going to get to it though. But anyway, I have been for the last couple of months working on like 4 or 5 quilts at once, and I've always just put them in trays, and then the trays just kind of sit all over my sewing room, and then as I move around the areas doing different work, I'm constantly having to move the trays, and I've gotten annoyed with that process. So I went and bought me some project boxes. I saw, it wasn't a quilter. I think it was a, I think it was somebody who, I want to say it was something to do with yarn, but I could be wrong. But anyway, I saw somebody with these project box that is also in the craft world, and I thought, oh, that's going to be perfect for quilts. So I went, bought a few projects, 2 different sizes. I'll link to all these products below. But anyway, it's made keeping organized and keeping out of my way a lot more easier to work around. So it feels a lot more fluid, that if I want to work on attic window quilt, I go and grab that box, and then when I'm done working on it, I put it back. And then if I'm working on the Dresden quilt, then I go and get that box, and then I work on it, and then I put it back. So it's not just ease of use or keeping organized. It's also, my closet looks so nice and neat now, and there's not trays scattered all over my studio room. So project boxes are number 4. Okay, that's it for this video. I will link, like I said, I will link to all the products that I'm talking about below. And if you have a brand new to you notion that you're using, I would love to hear about it. I'm always looking for things to make my quilting life more efficient or easier or just a little bit happier. So please put those comments in the boxes below.